Today we're going to show you how to play a par 4, and where better to do it than the world famous Ryder Cup venue, the Belfry.
Yeah, we're going to play 3 of the best par 4s you could ever play, and we're going to show you exactly how we do it. Let's head over to the 9th and start. So we're starting on the 9th hole, which is one of my favourite holes here at the Brabazon, and you're going to see this at the end of August as the European Tour comes back. Can't wait to see that. So it's 433 yards, so you can see we've got a bunker on the left, we've got quite big trees on the right, and the fairway sort of almost meanders around the bunker and it makes it look like a dog leg to the left. And then you can see the second shot is going to be going over water to quite a big green, very wide but very slopey. So Andy, we've got a few obstacles in place here. It is a really good hole. How would you play it?
Well, this is a good thinking one, this is. It's a great par 4, by the way, up to this beautiful clubhouse, but this is definitely a strategy one, gets you thinking, and what we're going to go through really is how we play it, to give ourselves the best chance possible, also to limit the damage. We don't want to obviously have a bad score on here. It's not going to guarantee that we get a good one, I wish it did, but we're going to do our best. So, this presents a challenge off the tee. First of all, it's 227 to the bunker on the left. It's 285 to carry the bunker. Now, if I go a direct line straight down the middle of the fairway, it's 285 to run out. So that makes me think, well, driver could be a bit of a risk here if I push it. If I hit driver, I'd have to go over the bunker, but then it's touch and go whether I actually make the carry.
Yep.
So for me, I want to hit it into the widest part of the fairway here. Loads of room to the right. So for me, I have to hit shorter than a driver. I could take the bunker completely out of play and hit 3-iron, but then I'm left with a 200 plus shot over water. That is the last thing I want. So I want to be a little bit more further down there. So for me, the play is 3-wood, 250 to 260 in there. That will leave me a 180, 170 shot left in, which may be like a 7-iron, which I'm pretty comfortable with there. But I'm taking the danger out the tee, limiting the damage potentially by going with the 3-wood. It's not always driver. The yardage doesn't always mean, because it's a long hole, it doesn't mean get the big stick out and give it a whack. Think about it as well.
That's the key, isn't it? I think anyone watching this now is thinking 433, I've got to hit driver, but you've got to really look at what you've got to tend with if you do hit the driver. And like Andy says, you can reach with the second shot quite comfortably.
Yeah, notice we're thinking ahead. We're thinking about the shot that I want in next. What yardage do I want? And we're just trying to predict the future a little bit more, really.
Game of chess, isn't it? Predict
it is.
The next move.
Let's see what we can do then.
Yeah, that's okay. Almost got a bit of a Sergio divot on that one, Andy.
Yeah, so that for me wasn't the best strike. A little bit of a divot on there, slightly high off the face. But the good thing is I'm on the right side of the fairway. I'm probably a little further back than I wanted to be. But again, this is what it's all about, damage limitation. For me, that wasn't a great strike. But if I'd have hit driver there, I'd be blocked out.
Yeah, on that line, you definitely
sensible decision with the club.
Oh, look at that.
So for me now, if I look at this flag, it's a reasonable flag. I just want to get it over 193 to the flag. Anywhere a little short of that's okay.
You think like 185 left of the flag?
185, just left of the flag, just into the sort of the wider part of the green. So it's not like a flat out 6. It's like an easy 6 into that area there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just left of the flag. Come on, be the club, be the club. Yeah, nice. So that's
almost pin eye actually, that one.
Right into the sort of heart of the green there. Yep.
All right, so look, I mean, I'm obviously very happy with that, but again, you can see there's no way we're making the carry on that bunker there. So I've got 154 flag. Now, I know that it's 162 to the back edge of the green, so I know that I'm with a 9-iron, I'm probably not going to go too far because I want to be aggressive here. I'm going to go for the flag. One thing that I will note onto this is that I've got a slight pull in my game with my irons, so I'm probably going to aim a little bit right of the flag to allow for that 2 or 3 yard pull. That's the mindset I've got here anyway. Okay, as I said, aiming a little bit right and then just commit to it. And there is the pull. Not too bad, about 5 yards left. It's going to be a little bit left of Andy's now. Okay, so the good thing, Andy, with this one, as we said, if you're a little bit short, you're at least putting uphill because the greens look really slick and obviously you don't want to be past the flag. So mine's uphill, left to right. I've used my feet to give me a little bit of an indicator. I think just again about pace now. I've just got to do my best to lay it dead to the hole. Have a little quick look here.
Now the best thing about this one as well is that because I'm similar sort of line to Pierce, when Pierce hits his, I'm going to get an idea of break and how the ball is sort of moving towards the end of the putt. So I'm going to be really looking closely at what he does to help me with my putt. Always make sure you do that when you're playing with your partners. So I'm going to step in, have a little look there now. Pretty good line.
Oh, a little short.
Short on pace, but great line that was.
Little
Moving in
short.
from left to right. Pretty straightforward, up the hill, left to right. Again, for me, really just pay attention, I do, on this at the initial start point of where I want this ball to start on that curve to sort of fall in. So, okay.
Oh,
we're at the back of the
I thought
hole.
you got that. I didn't
Beautiful.
think it was going to break a lot, and then, oh, it came back at the end.
Okay, the famous 10th at the Belfry, iconic hole, Sevi Ballesteros, knock it on the green from the back tees over there. And when you get to this hole, you just got to have a crack at it. It's not that long. We're actually off the whites here, which is a little shorter. We've got 240 to the middle of the green. So we're going to have a pop. We're just going to have a go, because if you come here, you've got to have a go. You've got to see if you can knock it on the 10th at the Brabazon.
Forget all that course management nonsense. You've got to have a go at the green, haven't you? So, it's, as you said, 240, slightly downhill, into the draft a little bit though. So I would say it is probably the 3-wood, Andy. Oh, just heeled it a little bit.
Just heeled it.
I'm going to make the green. It's on the right.
Oh, it isn't. It
Dropping
come
down
back
the
out and
bank.
went in. It
Oh,
went in.
That was pretty rubbish.
Come on,
Oh,
carry
it left a bit.
carry.
That's
Go.
the carry's fine. Just needs to go left now.
Yeah, I think it's maybe towards the bunker. It's made the carry. I'm dry, high and dry. Probably got a tricky up and down.
You've got a
now, but
really difficult
I'm
shot.
not on the green.
Really difficult shot down the bank. But you know what? It's more fun. Come on.
Okay, well that's the fun over. Let's
Yeah,
talk
that's the
about
fun.
what the strategy would be like. Let's say you're playing here in a European Tour event. You might not want to risk that. It's only 240 to the flag, so let's talk about the actual hole and if you want to really play the percentage golf and see if you can score best. So let's take a look at the hole. We've got 146 to the front of that bunker on the right, got 185 to the front of the bunker on the left. So really this is just about getting it in play. The widest part of the fairway here, we just want to put it in play and leave ourselves a relatively short shot. So anywhere, let's say about 135 shot here would be leaving us, what, 104, 105 yards left to the centre of the green. So,
Very precise.
say again?
Very precise.
Very precise. So Pierce, what's the play here?
Hey, look, it's a 9-9.
Driver?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's get the driver out. Get over that tree. Yeah, look, it's a 9-9 and it's just literally hitting it down the left. It really does depend. Whenever you're laying up, you want to lay up to a yardage that you want, first of all. So if it's going to leave 105, we're both pretty comfortable with that. So you first of all lay up to that yardage, but you also then have to look where the flag is on this, because if the flag is back left, then you need to be in a different place relative to the fairway. So obviously the flag is more back right, so I can go a little bit further left on the fairway. I'm literally going to be hitting it at the middle of the back bunker down there on the left with a 9-9. Very, very boring.
It's easy to try and pinch a few extra yards and go, well, it's 6-iron and just feed it down the left to try and make it shorter, but you're bringing some danger there as well.
The key is really, oh, pulled that a little bit. There's that pull again, Andy. But the key
You
is
allowed for
really
pulling that one, Pierce.
about laying up to a yardage that you like. It's good.
Right, the most important part of the Belfry is the Brabazon halfway house. If you come to play this course before you get to the 10th, stop in here, get yourself a famous sausage roll. Unfortunately, they're closed at the moment, but they're open by the time we've finished, and me and Pierce are going to play for the sausage rolls on the 11th to see who gets the best score, to see who buys them. So we're going to come back here and finish off here. That's all I can think about now. I can't focus, I've got sausage rolls on the brain.
Don't have one, Andy. I always have two.
Okay, so let's look at this shot. I've got 110 yards to the flag. Great angle to come in from now. It's a tricky angle there because it's quite narrow, but from here now I can sort of go in the bigger part of the green. 110 to the flag, 127 to the back. Now, the great thing about this flag position is, Pierce, I can actually afford to go slightly left of the flag and be a little safer. I've got a really big, wider part to that green there. So for me, I'm not going to be too safe because I've got a gap wedge. So my line here is going to be the left side of that big tree in the distance. So I'd say it's probably maybe 6 to 8 feet to the left of the flag. So this is a pretty good number for me, 110. It's a smooth 52. So yardage wise, pretty comfortable.
Let's come down a little bit.
Spin. Spin.
Oh, spin, spin, spin.
Yeah, a little clean on that. That was a really crappy strike, to be fair.
It looked actually pretty good when you hit
To
it.
be
Just went a
really
bit
honest
low.
with that, that was a really crappy strike, right off the bottom of the face. A low fizzer. Sometimes they can spin, but in terms of that there, the good thing is I've hit a bad shot and I'm still in a decent position. But from there, must do better, Andy, must do better.
Pretty much the line. At the tree, right on the tree, Andy. Oh, yeah, I know. It looked like it was quite close to get over the water. But, ah!
Okay, well, I'm glad I've left myself a nice, easy putt here. This is actually really tricky. This is so fast. I'm walking down here to get a sense with the feet. And as it gets to here, you're going to see this is going to pick up pace. So I've got to be delicate with this one. The pace is just going to be so important. Left to right, downhill. This is still going to be a tough par, this is, so obviously picking my line first, and then I'm going to get in there and really focus on the pace.
Whoa!
That was, do you know what? That was a good putt. It was much better than the shot I hit in there anyway, so.
I just pulled it a little bit. Yeah, so I
That's
pulled
straight.
it.
You got the actual read right, Pierce.
Pace was good.
I'm actually going to
just
give you that one.
tweaked it. So I said the 9th is probably my favourite hole on the golf course here. Well, the reality is the 18th is actually my favourite hole. This is a beautiful golf hole. Look, it's 473 yards from here, and it's a dog leg left. But as you can see as you go over, it's 240 yards to carry the water. It's then 295 yards to run out of room, but then it dog legs left, not quite at 90 degrees, but you can then see you've got your approach shot over water to a 3-tier, 60, 70 yard long green. Now, it really depends on the tee shot here, how greedy you get. You could be hitting a 3-iron into the green, or you could even be hitting a pitching wedge into the green. It's all about the line and how willing you are to bite off the corner.
Exactly, yes. How gutsy you are.
Oh.
I'm feeling gutsy. I'm feeling gutsy.
So what are you going to do here, Andy? Because this is...
I've played this so many times,
yeah.
and what I've ended up doing is that you tend to bail out towards the bunker. I've
Yeah.
been in that bunker or near that bunker a lot, and then you're left with maybe 5-iron, 6-iron, depending on where the flag is as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cut the corner, because of the nature of the shape of the hole, the more you cut off, the shorter the shot you want to go with. So for me, I want to go right over the corner of these trees. The carry on my line is 266. So if I can get it in the right line here, I'm going to make this hole short. But like you say, you've got to be brave. You've got to hit it where you can't see it and hope for the best, really.
Hit it and hope.
Okay, a bit off the right as well here.
Oh, by the way, we're playing for the sausage rolls on this hole.
Okay.
Loser buys. You
extra
have to buy Sean
incentive.
one as well. He's probably going on a 3, aren't you, Sean? Nodding his head. That's really good. Perfect.
That's nice. So that's...
You probably would have got a little bit left if you had a choice of having a bit more perfect, but...
I've sort of hit actually that's just a perfect shot there. I could have gone a bit more greedy. I've sort of probably hit it 5 to 10 yards right of where I want it to be, but I reckon that's perfect location, middle of the fairway. Probably got about a 9 in, maybe 8. Pressure's on for the sausage rolls now, Pierce.
Oh! Get left a little bit. That's a good hit.
It was a good hit. It's
Don't
just
go in
a
that
little...
bunker.
Okay, so prime position here. Now, middle of the fairway, I've got 191 to the middle of the green. Now this is how big this green is. The flag's at the front. I've got 166 to the flag. So it's obviously quite a lot of difference there. Now to the front of the green, to make the green, I've got 160. Now 166 flag normally for me is going to be 8-iron, but it's down breeze, which makes it sort of, okay, is it 9-iron? Now the issue that I've got here, I'm sort of in between clubs. So when I'm in between clubs and you'll be in this situation, sometimes what do? Well, I'd prefer to hit a smoother 8-iron than a hard 9. Also, one thing to think about here is where's the danger? Danger's short. If I go 9-iron, don't quite hit it, I'm short, I'm dead. But look past the flag, I've got the tier as well. If I'm a little bit big, it's okay. So the 8-iron is the safer bet. It just takes out, again, that margin for error. I've got a little bit more margin with this one. I'm just going to hit a sort of soft one and get it in play. Now in terms of the line here, I'm not going to go at the flag. I'm probably going to go, let's say 5 yards left of the flag there. The meatiest part of the green. Again, picking a spot that gives me a little bit of margin for error. Okay, I've pulled it a touch,
That's
slightly,
huge as
but
well,
I think it's
surely.
all right.
That's
Yeah, meatiest part of the green there. I'm looking about pin high. I've probably got about a 30 to 40 footer. I'm high and dry, pressure's on Pierce.
right in 3-putt territory there as well. Perfect.
I can taste that sausage roll already.
All right, so literally just short of the bunker, but there's something I need to look at here, which is the lie. So it's actually obviously in the rough. The rough is quite thick. It's kind of sitting up a little bit. There's plenty of grass behind, but it is sitting up a little bit, but it's ball above. So the ball is above the level of my feet. So straight away I know the ball could pull to the left, which is something I need to allow for in my alignments. I'm just going to commit to this and see what I get. But 164, 8 iron, down the handle a little bit. Okay, just go a little bit. It's really good if that's the line. Oh, the pace, I mean, stop. What a shot.
That is a really nice shot from there.
It stopped.
It's a really nice shot. Whoa, whoa, got a bit excited. I actually really hope you hold it, Pierce.
Do you really?
That'd be nice to finish with a birdie, especially on this hole.
It would be nice, actually.
Plus, it makes me not have to put this in as well.
Yeah. I like you thinking. It was probably a good idea that it hit that.
It was going, wasn't it?
I mean, I've actually just slammed that.
It was going.
Wow. Oh, never in doubt. Never in doubt.
So, you don't know this, Sean, but it's your turn to buy the sausage rolls because we have.
Especially after not putting green cam up here.
Or just air fist.
Air
Well
fist,
done.
air
Well
fist.
done. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. We wanted to really come and show you how we play par fours. And look, there's nowhere better than the Belfry. 3 of the best par fours you're going to find anywhere in the world there. So hope you enjoyed that and hope it's given you a bit of an insight of what you can think about in terms of strategy and how you play them to hopefully help you score better.
Yeah, and make sure you check out the event. Obviously, end of August, European Tour. It's going to be played here, so it's be interesting to see what the winning score is. Definitely better than what we've just done, but it is going to be a fantastic event.
Definitely. If you're in the area as well, make sure you come and visit this place. It's pretty special. The sausage rolls are going to taste amazing.
Especially when Sean's
Good
playing
to
for
see
them.
you, Sean.
Thanks,
you,
Sean. Get your money out.